Well, here we are. Another day. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will be glad and rejoice in it. Ecclesiastes Chapter 8. This could be a tough one. Submit to authority. How wonderful to be wise, to be able to analyze and interpret things. Wisdom lights up a person's face, softens its hardness. Obey the king, because you have vowed before God to do this. Don't try to avoid doing your duty, and don't take a stand with those who plot evil, for the king will punish those who disobey him. The king's command is backed by great power. No one can resist or question it. Those who obey him will not be punished. Those who are wise will find a time and a way to do what is right. Yes, there is a time and a way for everything, even as people's troubles lie heavy upon them. Indeed, how can people avoid what they don't know is going to happen? None of us can hold back our spirit from departing, and none of us has the power to prevent the day of our death. There's no escaping that obligation, that dark battle, and in the face of death, wickedness will certainly not rescue those who practice it. I have thought deeply about all that goes on here in the world, where people have the power to hurt each other. I have seen wicked people buried with honor. How strange that they were the very ones who frequented the temple and are praised, in the very city where they committed their crimes. When a crime is not punished, people feel safe. It is to do wrong. But even though a person sins 100 times and still lives a long time, I know that those who fear God will be better off. The wicked will never live long. Good lives, for they do not fear good. Their days will never grow like the evening shadows. And it is not all that is meaningless in our world in this life. Good people are often treated as though they were wicked, and wicked people are often treated as though they were good. This is so meaningless. So I recommend having fun, because there's nothing better for people to do in this world than to eat and drink and enjoy life. That way they will experience some happiness, along with all the hard work God gives them. In my search for wisdom, I try to observe anything that goes on all across the earth. I discover that there is careless activity day and night. This reminds me that no one can discover anything God has created in our world, no matter how hard they work at it. Not even the wisest people know everything, even if they say they do. That was Ecclesiastes Chapter 8. Well, how wonderful to be wise. And we have a cross-reference from Exodus 34. Exodus 34, 29 to 30. When Moses came down the mountain carrying the stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant, he wasn't aware that his face glowed because he had spoken to the Lord face to face. And when Aaron and the people of Israel saw the radiance of Moses' face, they were afraid to come near to him. 8:4, verse 4, yes, Ecclesiastes 8, verse 4, it says, go to Daniel 4:35. Daniel 4:35. All the people of earth are nothing compared to him. He has the power to do as he pleases among the angels of heaven. And with those who live on earth, no one can stop him or challenge him, saying, what do you mean by doing these things? In 8, verse 8, it says, go to Deuteronomy 20:5-8. It's 5-8. Then the officer of the army will address the troops and say, has anyone just built a new house but not dedicated it yet? If so, go home. You might be killed, and someone else would dedicate your house. Has anyone planted a vineyard and not eaten the fruit? If so, go home. You may die in battle, and someone else would eat from it. Has anyone else become engaged? Well, go home and get married. You might die in battle, and then someone else would marry your fiancé. Then the officers will all say, is anyone terrified? If you are, go home before you frighten anyone else. And then it says, go to Psalm 49, verse 7 and 9. They cannot redeem themselves from death by paying a ransom to God. Redemption does not come so easily, for no one can ever pay enough to live forever and never see the grave. Verse 8:11. When a crime is not punished, people feel safe to do wrong. Okay. It says go to Romans chapter 2, verses 4 and 5. Don't you realize how kind, tolerant, and patient God is with you? Or don't you care? Can't you see how kind He has been by giving you time to turn from your sin? Now, for example, what else have we got here? In 8:12 it says, go to Psalm 37:11. Those who are gentle and lowly will possess the land. They will live in prosperity and security. So be gentle, live long, and prosper. It also says go to Isaiah 3:10. Isaiah 3:10. But all will be well for those who are godly. Tell them you will receive a wonderful reward. But say to the wicked, your destruction is sure. You too will get what you deserve. Your well-earned punishment is on the way. And as mentioned, the reason I'm using this NLT Bible is so all these cross references here that are just amazing. Ecclesiastes 8:14 says go to Psalm 73 verse 3. 73 verse 3. For I envied the proud when I saw them prosper despite their wickedness. And then it says go over to verse 12. Look at all these arrogant people enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply. Yeah, and then back again it says Psalm 73 verse 3 and 12. Okay. Then Luke 21, verse 20. And when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, you will know that the time of its destruction has arrived. Those in Judea must flee to the hills. Those in Jerusalem escape, and those outside the city should not enter it for shelter. For those will be the day of God's vengeance, and prophetic words of the scriptures, they will be fulfilled. How terrible for pregnant women and mothers who were nursing their babies, for there will be great distress in the land and wrath upon the people. Yeah. dark times of coming, but always remember, those living in darkness have seen a great light. And as we've read before, and you know before, in John chapter 1, in the beginning the Word was already existed. He was with God, and He was God. He was in the beginning with God. He created everything there is and nothing that exists that He didn't make. Life itself was in Him, and this life gives light to everyone. The light shines through the darkness, and the darkness can never extinguish it. And if we go down to verse 10 in John 1, but although the world was made through Him, the world didn't recognize Him when He came. Even in His own land and among His own people, He was not accepted. But to all those who believed in Him and accepted Him, He gave the right to become children of God. They are reborn. This is not a physical birth resulting from human passion or plan. This rebirth comes from God. So Canada has come to an end, and it shall be divided. Because in 2 Chronicles 7:14 it said, if my people would humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, then I would heal their land. He's not talking about Canadians. He's talking about us. And we did not do that. So destruction came upon the land. And a darkness has swept it, and as you will soon see, divided it. But we have this promise. If we are in God, may the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you His favor and give you peace. And as Jesus said Himself, I too say, I'll be back.